Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So we got to continue to follow up on these updates on these said this special election that will be happening on Tuesday. We got a U.S. House seat that is up for grabs in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, and it's very possible, very. I would say um every day Democrats are looking more, and it's looking more possible that Democrats can and will flip the seat uh on Tuesday. And I'm just coming out and saying, look, Republicans, we're doing good when it comes to advocating to get out to vote. I think we're aware that that the propensity will be lower. The question is, will the propensity be lower for Democrats? And the answer is yes. But we do know also that how lower, and by how much, because what we saw currently in the 2024 race, you saw 59-60%. You got around 200,000 votes. It's going to be less than that. I would imagine 90,000, 80,000, or something like that. And the question is, how many votes will the Democrat get? And I can only stretch and only imagine that they could very well pull this off where they end up flipping the district by like 4 points. Just saying, through just consideration, it's because of the propensity vote. And yes, there is going to be a higher turnout compared to the Public Service Commission election in Georgia, specifically because this is a federal election. It's nice and good that we're talking about this race. Fox News is making their rounds, talking about the radicalized AOC of Tennessee, Afton Ben, who looks, I would say she's poised to win. But it's a coin flip. It really, really is a coin flip. And we're doing good talking about this race and saying, yeah, Republicans are looking, it's a good chance that we're going to get crushed on Tuesday because of turnout. And we're going out and saying this right now, establishing the idea that, hey, we cannot going into this race thinking we're going to win Tennessee 7. Now, if this was the midterms, absolutely, this wouldn't be a conversation. We wouldn't be looking at this race. We wouldn't be even looking at Tennessee 7, put money in this race. But because we are in a different climate, because this is a special election, we are talking about the possibilities of this seat flipping Democratic. And like I said, a lot of people will say, well, where can Democrats gain, you may think. Well, Democrats can simply, all they got to do is get a huge turnout in Nashville and perform specifically well in the neighboring counties. Ben's going to win this county right up here. I'll tell you that if we end up carrying this county, which I do not know what the county's name is, if we carry that county, then I will declare victory for Matt Von Epps, because it is a county that is, yes, Republican, but it is a swing county, a more Democratic-leaning county in special elections. And if we flip that county, if we keep that county red, it also has a big city right over here, okay? That city, I don't know, that's Montgomery County, Tennessee. And if we keep that county red, we're in a good position to win. The question is how much? I would imagine probably 7 points. You see, it has Clarkville, Tennessee. That's why I'm saying, look, people coming out saying that we're going to win. I'm not so sure about that, because this city has 160,000 people. I would say, yeah, in general, this county will be flipping blue. It probably will be voting for Ben by like 60%. And that's why I'm saying, look, it's going to be probably a nail biter. There's a chance that Ben will probably pick up and win. Cheatham County, not Chatham, but Cheatham County, which is a part of. It's very unpopulated. It's a part of Ashland City, but you're going to see. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult because you're going to see very populated areas go for Ben, mainly because of the low turnout. Now, I'm hoping that we overperform, but polls releasing are predicting more of a doomsday. Okay, so you have Matt Van Epps below 50%. Okay, below 50%. This is not good. All right, you got 46, 47, 48. You have in the recent Emerson College poll 2 points. So I'm just saying, yeah, we are the ones facing headwinds. If Democrats lose the seat, oh well, it's a red seat. They will say, okay, we lost this. We didn't win the seat. Oh well. But if Republicans lose the seat, then yeah, it's going to be a little humiliating. It's going to be pretty humiliating, very humiliating. This is our seat. This is going to be Alabama. 2017 Alabama all over again. And for those of you who are old enough to remember, I'm so glad I was not doing politics in 2017 because 2017 was a very bad year for Republicans. The fact that, yeah, we had the turnout problem. Yes, Doug Jones flipped Alabama with a low turnout performance with 673,000 votes. Yeah, this is what a blue Alabama looks like. This is what Alabama looks like when people don't go out and vote. And then, you know what happened afterwards? Oh, Doug Jones is defeated by Tommy Tuberville. Like, we never heard of him before. Oh, 39%. Yeah, that's because people are showing up and they're voting now. I mean, Doug Jones got more votes in 2020 than he did in 2017, where he got 49.97% of the popular vote. So it's very important. This looks like, 2025 is looking like 2017 already. And it looks like we got to come up with our Alabama here. And it's very, very possible that Tennessee 7 will be in Alabama of 2025. I am not liking the odds. At this point, I don't understand why the prediction markets or the predictions going to put it in toss-up. I mean, I would have more respect to Cook Political Report calling it tilting Democrat or leaning Democrat. Because, yes, I do believe that the odds are against us. We have a right-wing independent running who raised barely any money. But he's going to take votes away from Republicans. Just remember that. And really the odds of us winning, which is 50-50 at this point, is turnout. I think Fox News is doing a good job talking about this race. This race is becoming national headline news. Yes, we got to continue to make this race bigger, though. We got to continue to make this race a bigger deal. Yes, you'll see in other races that turnout in general is lower. You'll see Republicans have underperformed specifically in their own House districts, like in the 2 seats in Florida 1, Florida 6. We took a look at those. A 10-point surge in general for the Democrats, or a subtraction of 10 points. It's not good. And if we're looking at this, when it comes to that, it's very possible that it's going to end up becoming like that. Like, for instance, you got Virginia 11. Let's see how turnout was in Virginia 11. Yeah, it was significant. 37,000 votes in Virginia 11. Yeah, 75% in Virginia 11. So that was a big performance, overperformance for James Walkinshaw. And you have Arizona 7, which we saw that race, 68, almost 70% of the popular vote, 29,000 voters. So this is why I'm really, really, really concerned. It's going to be pretty difficult. Yeah, I mean, yeah, turnout, as you can see, is lower for Democrats. But notice they have momentum in 2025. They have momentum. And the reason why I say momentum is you have all these candidates coming out and they're endorsing. Okay? They're all endorsing Afton Ben. You have these organizations, left-wing organizations, labor unions. You got, of course, over here. And then we just got Donald Trump hasn't endorsed yet. I don't know why. But I'm just going to say, if this, it's very 50-50 at this point. I would not be surprised at all if this seat flips blue. And I'm going to just say, hey, look, you guys let it flip. Republicans, they're going to have to experience these blunders. They're going to have to experience these humiliations. And you got to let them hurt. You got to let them, you got to let it sting for them. You got to let them experience the pain of this, okay? So if we are to lose Tennessee 7, we held the House by 1, okay? 1 seat. We're going to flip this seat back next year very solidly. We would not be concerned about that. The only problem is that this is going to make it very difficult now because Democrats have an extra seat to push the radical agenda in the House of Representatives. You got a socialist senator now, so it's an indefinite vote for the agenda, right? The far left agenda. So that's the only con of that. But you're going to hope that we can hold on for at least 1 year. Okay, 1 year of Democrats pushing some of their agenda through the House of Representatives and something like that. So, and I'm like saying, hey, look, and people in Tennessee, this is on you. Tennessee, people that live in Tennessee's 7th district, this is on you. Get out and vote. We know, the turnout's going to be significantly lower. But we're just hoping, I'm just hoping, in some way, people get out and vote, because I am not liking these patterns. I am not, because we're seeing Democrats are underperforming, correct. Yes, they're underperforming their 2024 election, but not by percentage. They're surging by a lot because Republicans aren't delivering the votes back. So you have Arizona 7, Texas 18. Okay, so you have a runoff. And this race really isn't we aren't going to really look at this race and it's a Democrat versus Democrat runoff. So this is not a race that we're going to really look at. We talked about Florida 6 and Florida 1. I'm just saying, hey, get out and vote. If you haven't got out and vote. I mean, like I said, these Republicans, they keep thinking life is normal. It's not normal. There's always something going on every day. Pay attention. So in the end of the day, I'm really going into this race expecting it to flip blue. I am not going to go into what we did a couple weeks ago, expecting a overperformance. No. If at this point, Republicans have made themselves to be very complacent at this. And I'm just saying, hey, I hope they overperform my expectations. But at this point, am I predicting Matt Van Epps victory? I don't know anymore. I don't know. I honestly do not know. And I do think I don't know. We'll do a prediction video. But I think Afton Ben very well can pull this off. It's not looking good. And I want Van Epps to win, but It's not looking good, and I think very likely the seat will flip blue. I think we just need to get the expectations ready. We're going into this race expecting it to flip Democrat. That doesn't mean we can't put in the effort to stop that. But we have to do what we can, because this has always been the case. This isn't a 2025 thing. Democrats will try to make this about Trump. Trump is so bad. Trump is so unpopular. Trump's causing all the Democrats to get out and vote. Yes, that's part's true. Yes. That's because they're the angry party, right? They are the angry party. And we're not the angry party. We have no reason to get out and vote. We don't have a reason. We got Trump in the White House. We don't have a reason to get out and vote. So that's the expectation. Why should we get out and vote? So, of course, there is the concern that's the fact over there. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look at special elections, or let's try, yeah, 2023 special elections to see if there was a better performances. This has always been the case. Yeah, 28,000 votes, you'll see. Jennifer McClellan, she managed to win in like this county over here, this county. She flipped these counties over here, these two. I mean, and you got 28,000 votes. So it's always been 85,000. And it was a decrease, yes. A minus 40,000. Let's see. Yeah, 64% to 74%. Yeah, it was a 10-point rise. That's because Democrats aren't, the Democrats are showing up and they're voting. Yeah, Gabe Amo, in his district, here. Well, actually, interestingly enough, it was around the same percentage-wise. Gary Linard. Okay. So, obviously, and there's Utah, too. That's an interesting one, because this was a special election, and you would expect, okay. So, ideally, half of it is, yes, you got Democrats showing up and they're voting. They're the opposition party. They're likely going to be the ones to show up. But you got 2023, a reasonable performance. You have an underperformance for Celeste Malloy. So I would not panic, but I would go into this race, go into Tuesday expecting the worst outcome. Okay? This climate is very Democrat-friendly. This is a very Democrat-friendly year. Not a very Republican-friendly year. So I would very likely go in. You can have hope. Don't get too hopeful, but these polls are not good. And I don't know, do we have any fundraising? General election fundraising? No, I don't think so, but keep in mind, yeah, just saying, they have the momentum for sure. Democrats, they're energetic. They have the energy to get out and vote. They want to get out and vote. They're excited to vote. They got this woman, the classical white liberal who has AOC type ideas. They're excited to vote for her. We have Matt Van Epps, who sounds like a strong, competent candidate. As you can see here. But yeah, he's the former commissioner of Tennessee Department of General Services. So he's, of course, qualified. But the question is, can he? And yeah, I mean, Afton Ben is a state representative. Just saying. from the 51st district. So she's known by name recognition. So we are going to have to see. But anyway, what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.